Yes. Miami. Maybe you have the problem. So, game 7. We love to hear that phrase together. Even in the NHL, we got Dallas and Vegas in game 7 after Vegas being up 3-0. Never ever in the NBA has a team come back from being down 3-0. How would it happen if it happened? Because I remember back when Dikembe Mutombo, I always talk about the with the ball on the floor against Seattle. Then they went to the second round, went down 3-0 to the Jazz, got it to game 7, but just couldn't finish the deal. But something's different this time around, isn't it? Because now the higher seeded team is the one that was down 3-0, and not just the highest seeded team, the second seeded team down 3-0 to an 8 seed. So you've heard on Sports Reports as Ordered, me and Mr. Logical talking about how Miami was shooting this crazy clip from three-point percentage in the playoffs. That's how they got rid of Milwaukee outside of Coach Budenholzer not making any adjustments. They took it against the Knicks. The Knicks just weren't good enough. But, Miami didn't shoot as well there. But they got to the Eastern Conference Finals, and they went up 3-0, including winning the first 2 games in Boston. So all you people out there saying, hey, game 7 is in Boston, like Miami already lost since they lost game 6, slow your roll just a little bit. Now, as somebody that picked Denver and Boston in the finals, I'm happy to see this because I have a chance to be right on both accounts. So I'm with it. But how did this happen in game 4? Miami, that historically, shooting three-point team in the playoffs, or at least for them, 8 for 32. That comes out to 25%. So shots weren't falling. Boston shot 40% that game. And that's the tail of the tape right there. Boston, we talked about it. They were shooting 35 threes a game at the time and was shooting below 30% through the first 3 games of the series. And now Boston's hitting shots. Miami's not. Doc Rivers said it a long time ago. It's a make or miss league. But then game 5, it's like 3-1. You're like, hey, Jimmy Butler's going to snuff this out. Good job, Boston, getting 1. This is your last hurrah. And then he took 10 shots in 34 minutes. That's not playoff Jimmy. That's not the playoff Jimmy I know. Is he tired? Is he burnt out? Because we saw him in the bubble with the big-time performances against the Lakers. And then you remember him leaning on the scorer's table. I wonder if he's a little burnt out because not only is he the best player on the team, but he's been carrying this team. Now, granted, you got your Max Struses and your Gabe Vincents, Caleb Martin coming through hitting threes and whatnot. But Jimmy is where it all begins. He sets a lot of that up. So is he tired because he's the only one that can go out here and get 25 to 30 points because Bam ain't doing it. So then, game 6, last night, it was just nuts. The buzzer beater by Derek White. Wow. Like you can't even dream that, he got it out of his hand with about 0.2 left. And I heard Reggie Miller and Jeff Van Gundy before the play saying that Strus had a responsibility. No, if you're Miami, you got exactly what you wanted. You got Marcus Smart trying to hit the game-winning shot from 3. I'll take that 10 out of 10 times over Jason Tatum or Jaylen Brown, Derek White, or anybody else on that roster even Al Horford. But while I got to give Derek White the credit for making such a headsy play, it all comes back to Jimmy Butler, 5 for 21. He came on late. It wasn't enough. We thought it was enough. The fat lady didn't sing yet. And then I saw some websites posting, Miami's going to the NBA Finals. But the score said 104-103 Boston because in real time, Marcus Smart missed the shot. I turned and looked at my wife and was like, why the hell he taking the shot? And then, I heard everybody go, oh! I turned on the TV and I said, yo, we got a game 7. You done fucked up, Miami. Saying I'll be back in a little bit. 2-5. Sports Reports is ordered. Peace.